Why'd you do that?
Yeah, I'm not guilty.
That's not what the other lawyer said.
I mean, listen.
We were talking about the charges behind all of this. She's charged with 3 things. Now, for those of you that are familiar with the details, just buckle up and get ready to hear it again. But I know that's part of what you want. But those of you that aren't familiar with the facts of this case, yeah, strap on. We'll get to that in a minute. She's charged with first-degree intentional homicide. There's 1 count of first-degree murder, 2, mutilation of a corpse, and 3, sexual assault. In that order. Yeah. Murder, then she chopped him up, then she SA'd him. So what happens is they do their drug cocktail. They go back to his house. They can't even be there for 5 minutes until they're putting dog collars and chains on each other. So he straps himself into the dog collar and she starts pulling on the chain. And she said she blacked out. But when she came to again, when she stopped blacking out, she was still choking him. And she, as she told the police, just said, well, I just decided to continue and see what would happen. And then she later said she enjoyed it. She asked the police if they've ever loved something so much they want to kill it, which she did. She eventually managed to choke him to death. Then the exact order of things may or may not be exactly clear yet. It's not exactly clear, but what seems to be is she may have chopped up a little bit of him. But what the main thing she did for the SA charges was after he was dead, she performed fellatio on his corpse, stuck a dildo in his mouth and in his anus. She played with his corpse sexually for about 3 hours after death. And then at some point, she used 7 different knives. She liked the bread knife best because it had the serrated edge.
Okay, the jury is assembled.
All right. Looks like the jury's assembled. So she put his head in a bucket and his head in the bucket. And his mother, the victim's mother, found his head in a bucket at the bottom of the stairs. And he had various other parts scattered throughout. She had various other parts scattered throughout the house, a torso in a bucket. She put a leg and a foot in a crock pot box in her roommate's van. I mean, it's a mess, and that's what she's being charged with.